We are moving into Uranus in Gemini territory. This is going to be huge. Think Pearl Harbor. There's so much that happened during this time frame. And although the US just finished their Pluto return in Capricorn in their second house, they're also coming up for their Uranus return. And as soon as Uranus enters Gemini, it's going to activate that energy for the US Sibley chart. So with their Uranus returning Gemini, I'll be watching that really closely. If you use whole sign house system, it's in their 7th house of open enemies and like close one-to-one relationships. Very interesting. I'll be definitely keeping an eye on that. This happens from about the 8th of July if you're from Australia like me, but check your time zone. It's going to be there for about 8 years, so it's going to have this energy until 2039. So these themes are going to come up over and over again, but we're certainly going to see a preview of the seeds being planted around about July, August time in 2025. And there is a really brief period in July where Pluto trines Uranus in Gemini at the very early degrees, and then Pluto also sextiles Saturn and Neptune in Aries at those first degrees. These outer planets don't shift very often, and they certainly don't make these huge aspects like sextiles and trines at the same time. This is 4 outer planets changing into a new sign at very early degrees, the first degrees initiating something new, but also sending trines and sextiles to each other, which are quite nice aspects, but I have a feeling that this is probably not going to go down the way we expect in a positive way. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to go through a lot to get to the other side where there's going to be some peace and some like happiness and some sort of coming together and healing. But I will certainly do more videos on this as we get closer, but I would be keeping a really close eye when Uranus moves into Gemini on people with Gemini placements, especially leaders and celebrities. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, heaps of Gemini celebrities. It's going to be a bit chaotic, very chaotic.